Hey there, champions. As you can see on your screen, we have our base 10 blocks. And we also have a chart that shows our ones, our tens, and our hundreds place. We also have a thousands place, but we're not going to use that today. We're just going to do our ones, tens, and hundreds place. So let's do a quick review about how we show numbers using our base 10 blocks. So remember, when you have a number in the ones place and you want to show a 1, we use our dots. For our tens place, we use a rod, and with our hundreds place, we use a plane, right? This big square represents 100 because it has 100 tiny blocks in it, or squares, right? This has 100. So just remember that this is how we use our base 10 blocks to show numbers. So we're going to take it a step further today, and we are going to I'm going to go ahead and write the number 100. 100. And let's look at our number 100, right? Let's start with our 100 place. We have a 1 in our 100th place, which means we need one plane. Okay? So there is our one plane for our one group of 100. In our tens place, we have a 0, so we don't need any tens. And in our ones place, we also have a 0, so we need no ones. So right now, we just need a one plane to show our group of 100. But what if I add 10 to my 100? So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write plus 10. So 100 plus 10. Okay, I know how to do that. I know that when I am representing a group of 10, I use a rod. So I'm going to bring a rod over here to put in my tens place. So I have a 1 in my hundreds place. So I have 100 plus 10. I have a 1 in my tens place, right? And a 0 in my ones place. So I just brought over my rod to put in my tens place. Okay, now I'm going to add 2 plus 2. All right, 2 is a one-digit number, so I know that my 2 is in my ones place because it is a one-digit number. So to represent the number 2, I need to bring over 2 dots into my ones place. Okay. Let's go ahead and add my numbers together to see what I get. All right, equals. Well, let's see. I have one group of 100. I have one group of 10. And I have 2 ones. So when I put those numbers together, I have 112, right? I have a 1 in my hundreds place, a 1 in my tens place, and a 2 in my ones place. And when I put those numbers together, I get 112. So now I know that 100 plus 10 plus 2 is 112. Okay, let's do one more. We're going to start over. Okay, let's start with 100 again. So I'm going to write 100 up here. Okay, so I have 100. I know that to represent 100 using my base 10 blocks, I need a plane. So I'm just going to bring that guy over here and put it in my hundreds place. In my tens place, I have a 0, so I don't need any rods. And in my ones place, I have a 0, so I don't need any ones. Perfect. Okay, we are going to add 20. Okay, so I'm adding 20 to 100. So let's have a look. And have a look at our number 20. So I know that when I am representing my number 20, I need to look in my ones place, and I have a 0. So I don't need to add any ones in my ones place. But in my tens place, I have a number 2. So I know that I need to add 2 rods in my tens place. So 1, 2. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to add 5. Okay. So let's look at my number 5. It's 1 digit. And so I know that my 5 is in the ones place. So I just need to come over and add my dots to my ones place. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's have a look. I have one group of 100. I'm going to write my 1 here. I have 2 groups of 10. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So I have a 1 in my 100s place, a 2 in my 10s place, and a 5 in my ones place. When we write that number, it looks like this: 125. Right? 125. I have a 1 in my hundreds place, a 2 in my tens place, and a 5 in my ones place. So my answer is 125. 100 plus 20 plus 5 equals 125. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Have fun.